Number 3, they seek to add value to others. A humble person, a person with humility, they add value. Seseorang yang ada, who is humble, mereka menambah nilai kepada orang lain. It's just like how we as parents, we add value to our children. Why can we tolerate? Alright? Kita ajar anak-anak kita dengan hati yang sabar sekali, patient. The last 37 days, I'm sure some of you, never before you are with your children for such a long time, or with your parents for such a long time. And suddenly you realize, but if it's for children, you can tolerate. When it comes to your parents, you cannot tolerate. When it comes to your spouse, your husband, your wife, you cannot tolerate. Why? So we keep adding value to our children. Why? Because we want our children to grow up. We want our children to become a better person. We want them to grow up in the positive value. Betul tak? All right. So admit it when you are wrong. Right? When you are wrong, just fine. I'm so sorry. Admit it. And when you are right, you know what you should do. Shut up. Shut up. It took me a long, long time actually to learn this value, So admit it when you are wrong. What is so difficult in admitting that you are wrong? There's that pride, that pride in you. Will it bring you anywhere? Look at that one president. Because of his pride, he's causing thousands and thousands and thousands of people dying. That kind of pride, forget it. So that's why, inward reflection. Kita kena selalu tengok diri kita sendiri. Inward reflection is very important. It is very important. There must be a balance. How much you focus on people. All right? Think on the brighter side of people. Don't every day, only know how to catch their mistake. Tunggu sampai dia buat kesalahan, lepas itu tangkap dia. Padahal dia pun ada buat banyak kebaikan. So, humility creates a sense of we, right? If you are somebody with a, rendah diri, okay, bukan pandang rendah kepada diri sendiri, but somebody with a, humility of who is humble, you will realize even when they talk, it's always we. It is never I. Okay? So, the closer the relationship, we as colleagues, among, for example, as colleagues, the closer we work, okay? The closer we work together, the longer we work together, especially, look at you and your wife, or ladies, you with your husband, or even some of us with our children, the longer because we spend so much time, the last 37 days with them, all right? There's bound to be friction. You hit two rocks together, what you get? Sparks. Sometimes you get overheated. Yeah, you get angry. All right? So, as I've said just now, right, the third attribute, you seek to add value. So, if you're wrong, you admit it that you're wrong. And shut up when you are right. That's why it took me so many years to learn. Sometimes my wife, tell me things that, you know what she's saying is correct, but it's just that when it comes to your ear, it's so hurting. You bila lebih-lebih lagi kalau suami ataupun isteri kita atau orang yang terdekat dengan kita, bila dia cakap sesuatu yang benar, for so many years, my wife been telling me that, Philip, you're heavy, you're obese, you have to do something. You know, every time I give an excuse, every time I give an excuse, until my knee have this osteoarthritis now, then the pain is unbearable. Then only, yeah, darling, yeah. Thank God I still, managed to lose, right? But I got to lose some more, right? But why wait until something happen? That is pride. Number 4, they take responsibility for their actions. Mereka bertanggungjawab ke atas, right, perbuatan mereka. They take responsibility for their actions. They don't blame others, okay? Or circumstances, right? They don't blame others, people. They don't blame circumstances. Bermakna alam sekeliling. A lot of people are blaming COVID-19. That president is blaming somebody, okay, for bringing the misery. And other people blaming another race for this virus. All kind, okay? Or some people worse, they blame their parents. Because my parents are poor. Because I live in a country that has got no facility. Because I got no opportunity to study when I was young. They just blame everything, everyone, anything. Never blame themselves. Never. See, humility is slow to judge others. Betul tak? When you say humility, adalah lambatnya kamu tak suka menilai seseorang. Itu, bukan menilai secara yang buruk lah. But they're quick to correct themselves. Sometimes, okay, people act certain ways, right? Then you say, why are they like that? Hey, why that person? But we actually not in their position to understand certain things. But at the same time, if I'm the person that blow up, so it happens sometimes on and off. It happens, right? Husband and wife. So just because you're right all the time, it doesn't mean it gives you the right to go and, But when you are wrong, please be quick to correct yourself, right? So you have to be responsible for your actions, all right? There might be a place, for you to explain your actions, but please don't give excuses. Yes, I know. Why our sales are low, for example? Why we cannot, produce? Why our output is low? Why quality is like that? Why our people still, for example, make mistake in our documentation? Yeah, a lot. Yeah. So you can explain the actions, oh yeah, because, but don't give excuses. Oh yeah, because company has got no money. So we cannot do this. We cannot do that. Excuses, bila kita bagi alasan, it is usually the result of pride and fear. Alasan tu, kita memberi alasan kerana ia adalah cabang dia, right? Adalah punca daripada, pride, tinggi diri, dan takut, inferior complex, maybe. See, humility apologizes. You say sorry when you are wrong. Right? You got to do it quick before people start thinking, before others start to, think about you otherwise. Don't burn the bridge. You understand? Bila kita bakar jambatan tu, that's it. So, reflection. All right? When you self-reflect, you are actually taking personal responsibility. Self-reflection. When you sit down sometimes, just close my eyes and I'll just reflect. You know, sometimes you quiet ourselves down. I mean, me being a Christian, sometimes, I mean, we spend time praying, but we also spend time talking to God. You know, sometimes you say, God, you know, what did I do wrong? You know, what I could have done, which I did not do. Was it because of, you know, today? Was it because of certain things that happen in my life? Or I allow my emotion to take over? So we just have to self-reflect, acknowledge, okay, and then we change. It's okay. I've mentioned so many times, it's okay for you to make mistake. It's not dosa besar bila kamu buat salah, but paling penting ialah you belajar daripada kesalahan. And then the third point is, once you learn from your mistakes or your error, don't repeat it again. All right? A lot of people, they don't want to take responsibility for their action. Instead, they go back, they do self-reflection. Yeah, self-reflection. Then they, pity me, pity me. You know, self-pity. You know, why? Then complain, why this government like that? Why my boss like that? Why my colleague like that? Why my dog like that? Why my chicken like that? Why my cat like that? Why? You know? If you are a person that acknowledge your mistakes, your error, you see, I sometimes I really look up, you know, upon people, not perfect people. People seemingly so perfect. No. I actually, you know, look up at people that can say, hey, I'm so sorry that I have done this, you know. Why don't we sit down and then we discuss again, you know, and see which is the right way. The moment you say that, you know, your pride is gone. And what you do is you open yourself up to listen, to think, and to absorb new things. Learn from this pandemic. Yes, recession is already here, as I've mentioned. People are losing their job, governments are haywire, companies are going to close, you know, 2 point something million people are going. Yeah, there's so many bad news outside, there's negative news. But what is the point? Now, pity me, I got no salary, I got half salary. I'm going to, oh, you're so worried, am I going to be retrenched? You know? But what I'm trying to say is that if you learn from this, if you learn from your errors, your mistake, your weakness, you will become better and stronger, right? So they also understand the shadow side of success. You understand what I'm saying is shadow. You understand, under the sun, right? Then you get the shadow. Now, the thing is, you know, as we advance in our career, you know, and we work so hard, and then we get our promotion, right? I'm not saying everybody, but I'm just giving an example, okay? Then as we get the promotion, and the higher you go, our relationship with our colleagues seems to be further and further. And actually, because they look at you as a boss, they look at you as somebody that, you know, and also maybe the way that you carry yourself. So people don't really want to come and talk to you. And that's why one of the things that I actually, you know, it was so hard for me to learn, right, is because I felt that the higher I go, there's so much potential for being arrogant, angkuh. When you see people, you know, in power, suddenly they become YB, or they become Mantri, minister. right? Suddenly, tiba-tiba dia jadi angkuh. They become arrogant. Whether they are arrogant or not, people perceive that, oh, now you're a menteri, so you got, because menteri, you're busy, right? As a minister, so busy, right? No time to come down. So already people perceive that you are arrogant. You know, so that is the shadow side of success. And you are successful, right? That is that we are successful. So the arrogance, when you are arrogant, besar kepala, the byproduct immediately you stop listening to others. You think you are. I'm the treasurer. I'm the president. So I know everything. Pride. Remember? Pride. So when you refuse to listen, what happens is that you create a distance. Setiap kali you tak nak dengar cakap orang. Right? Every time you don't listen, you remember when you were young, right? Our parents used to cane us, rotan kita, and when we are so angry, we don't want to listen, we don't want to talk to our mother, don't want to talk to our father, don't want to talk to. The longer you do that, you akan rasa jurang. There is a gap between you and your father or your mother. And because of that, a lot of us actually bring this along with us as we become adults. And true enough, every time you close your ear, then you become further and further. And then you wonder to yourself, everybody like that, why they treat me like that? You know? So, and because of this distance, it blinds us. Because jurang tu, bila dia terlampau lama, terlampau besar, dia membutakan kita. Right? That's why you become even more arrogant. Right? So, and sometimes, if you are not careful, it becomes a mental thing. You understand what I'm trying to say? It becomes like a mental thing. All right? No wonder some people go into delusions, you know. So, strong leaders, if you aspire to become a leader, all right, we have a lot of, you know, frankly speaking, we have got a lot of followers, yes men. But in this world today, we lack of real leaders. Yeah, I would say that our Ministry of Health Director General is a leader. All right? He's a leader. All right? They, you know, you look at them like seemingly like, oh, they are so, they are so gung, they're so aggressive. Yes, you know, they are so deliberate. Okay? But they are not self-serving. Remember when the people were congratulating this, you know, Dr. Nur Hisham, what did he say? You know, when they congratulated him because he's one of the top 3, you know, disease, you know, or illness-related, you know, doctors, or you know, to the 3 top doctors in the world. You know, they congratulated him. You know what he says? It's not so much about me. It's the team. It is the ministry. It is everyone working together. It's not about me. Nothing to do with me. I just happen to be there at the right time, at the right place. My job is to lead